Trump gets bopped in the bean by a microphone, the government shutdown is averted, and everything Joe Biden did during his presidency may be invalid. Here are the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today. All right, number 1 reason Trump is trending today, he takes a microphone to the face. This microphone mishap happened today while Trump was speaking with reporters, and it looks like it's done accidentally by this woman who's brushing the microphone from moving it from one place to another, and it hits Trump right in the face, and you can see he immediately looks directly at her, giving her the death stare. He did not like this one bit, and then just like President Trump always does in these kind of moments, he owns the moment. He says, she just made television tonight. She just became a big story tonight. Now, obviously, we hope that this was accidental and not intentional. I've never seen anything like this before where a president is hit with a microphone. I do remember a guy throwing a shoe at President George Bush one time, but I've never seen a president hit with a microphone before. But again, Trump handles these kind of moments off the cuff, but this thing has gone trending. There's already memes flying on X about this whole thing, and he has been trending all over the place because of it. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today, the shutdown is averted. Chuck Schumer was praised by President Donald Trump for being able to get this thing done. It passed the Senate 54-46. This will now keep the spending level the same as it was in 2024 during that fiscal year all the way through October 1st. Now, Hakeem Jeffries shows signs that there may be some infighting here with the Democrats and how this entire thing was handled. Hakeem Jeffries, the Democrat leader in the House, was asked, hey, is it time for new leadership in the Senate for the Democrats? And Hakeem Jeffries did not shoot that down. Instead, he said, next question. What's funny, too, is you hear these Democrats who have totally lost touch with reality saying things like Hakeem Jeffries said today, we stand with the American people. Well, the American people have given them a 21% approval rating is what they give the Democrats in the House. 21% approval rating. Yet here's Hakeem Jeffries telling you, oh, we stand with the people. You might think you stand with the people, but the people certainly don't stand with you. And the Democrats' House is crumbling. They are losing on all fronts. They are going to have a major, major civil war inside that party to see what direction they're going to go in the future. Meanwhile, Trump will continue racking up the wins. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today, he delivered remarks at the Department of Justice today, along with Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel. Now, during his speech at the Department of Justice, Trump labeled CNN and MSNBC as corrupt and illegal for their coverage of him, stating the fact that 97.6% of their content about him is negative. He's saying that that could be against the law. So this sparks debate about the boundaries of free speech and freedom of the press in the United States. Well, listen, we all know just from watching the news, these are not people that are there to report the news. These are there to undermine President Donald Trump. They are anti-Donald Trump. We know that. We've seen it during the election cycle. You could just add up the stories. They're all negative about Trump. They were all positive about Kamala Harris. We all seen it with our own eyes. Trump looks at the statistics. He knows it. These are not freedom of the press people. These are not people that are just journalists reporting the news. We know that. These are activists that are specifically out there to undermine President Donald Trump, and he knows that. And so he's saying, hey, something's wrong with this, and there is something wrong with it. This is why they're throwing these people out of the White House and allowing some independent journalists to come in. Let's ask the questions. Yeah, we should hold our elected officials accountable. We should be asking them questions, but let's play a fair playing field, a level playing field where we're asking the questions from an honest standpoint, from an honest point of view, not from a we hate Donald Trump point of view and we want to do everything to make him look bad. They already have the headlines written about Donald Trump before they even write the story, before he even comes out to speak. Anything, no matter what, they have an agenda, and it's to tilt everything against President Donald Trump. We know that was on social media platforms as well. Trump also declared justice over injustice at the Department of Justice. He criticized the previous administration, saying that they turned the Department of Justice into a Department of Injustice. During his speech, Trump announced intentions to reform the DOJ, focusing on restoring what he claims to be fair, equal, and impartial justice. Now, this is another one of these things that we saw during the campaign cycle. The Department of Justice was only one way. We saw it against the January 6ers, the way that they went after the January 6ers. Everything was tilted against Trump. It was not a fair, level playing field again with the Department of Justice. Trump knows that, and now that he's in there and he has access to some of this stuff, which they're hiding from him, which we know they're burning the books and burning the trail behind them so that we can't figure out what the hell's been going on in there. Trump knows that this was an injustice done against him. They went after him illegally. They spied on this guy's campaign, the whole bit. We all know about it. The Department of Justice has been terrible, and hopefully now we have a chance to reform it into, and not just to say, oh, we want it to be favorable to us, we want it to be fair to all, and that's a fair exchange there, a fair shake is no crime. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, during the press conference, Trump was saying that just about everything Biden did during his presidency may be invalid because it was all signed with an Autopen. It was not signed by President Biden himself because President Biden didn't know where he was half the time. So President Donald Trump publicly criticized Joe Biden for using an Autopen to sign official documents, suggesting that such signatures may have been invalid. This controversy arises amidst reports from various sources indicating Biden's frequent use of an Autopen, which has led to legal and cognitive concerns regarding the execution of executive orders and other official acts. An investigation by the Oversight Project has found that Biden used an Autopen for nearly every single document they examined, prompting discussions on the legitimacy and respect for the office when using mechanical signatures. Nothing this guy did was legit. Everything was fake and phony. From the fake Oval Office site that he was using, he was operating from a set. Obviously, that cost the taxpayers a bundle of money. We know that Kamala Harris paid over $100,000 for a podcast set. God only knows what they spent for this fake Oval Office White House set that Biden, I guess, felt comfortable in, or whatever it was. I don't know why they would have used it. Everything that we saw from them was just a fake. It was such a fraud, and now even the documents that he signed was fake. We even seen Jill Biden going to G-Summit meetings and taking his place in some of these cabinet meetings and stuff. Nobody elected her to office. Joe Biden was cognitively in decline. The media, by the way, who Trump is saying is the enemy of the people and should be held accountable, and they are illegal, the media was telling you and covering up the fact that he wasn't. They were all saying that it was a conspiracy theory and that the right-wingers were nuts about Joe Biden losing his mind when we were all watching it with our own eyes, and then the world had to find out during the debate, and they could not cover it up anymore, and then all of a sudden, the big shift happened in the media. Oh, yeah, maybe there is something wrong with Joe Biden. Well, we all saw it. We all knew it. Everything this guy did during his presidency, invalid. Now, oversight, we're going to have some investigations. Again, we're tired of investigation from the Republicans. We want to see investigation, arrest, prosecute, and prison. That is exactly what we want to see from the Republican Party, from the House, from the Department of Justice. Let's get it going. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today. This is a fun one to end off a Friday here. Trump and Elon's son, Lil X, boarded Marine One together. They can be seen on the South Lawn in this video. Have you ever seen a happier kid in your life? Look at this kid jumping up and down on the lawn. How exciting it must be to be able to travel with President Trump. These two guys just hanging out together. Obviously, Lil X's dad, Elon Musk, just launched a SpaceX rocket to go rescue the astronauts that have been stranded on that space station up there since June of last year, June of 2024. Elon Musk shoots this rocket up there. They're going to be docking at that station tonight, and they're going to be replacing those astronauts there and then bringing them home. But there's Lil X, Elon's son, hopping and skipping and jumping on the South Lawn with President of the United States, Donald Trump, as they board Marine One. All right, that's what I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed these breakdowns, please subscribe to the podcast so you can find out the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.